You feel that? Do it as many times as you need to until you feel it. That's that smooth energy. You know what I'm saying? A good, strong, deep breath to start your morning off. You know what I mean? The first thing you do when you wake up, you yawn, you stretch, you know what I mean? But take that first real good, deep breath and just let it all soak in. Just and let out everything, knowing that it's a fresh day. You know what I'm saying? You woke up. You're blessed to be one of the ones that did wake up. You know what I'm saying? You got the mobility of your limbs. You know what I'm saying? You got to be doing. You got to be doing well. If you can at least say you woke up. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of folks that have it off whole lot worse than whatever situation you was complaining about. And no matter what is going on in your life, the fact you have the ability to wake up means you got a fresh start. And it makes it a smooth morning. You know what I mean? So welcome to another episode of Smooth Mornings right here with your boy Keep It Smooth. You know what I'm saying? How you doing? How you feeling? The show is called Smooth Mornings because the fact that you woke up this morning means it's already starting off smoothly, you dig? And all you got to do is keep that smooth energy going with you throughout the course of the day. It's going to seem hard. It's going to seem rough because you got obstacles being thrown at you. You got hurdles. You know what I'm saying? You got attacks from left and right. But as long as you can keep that smooth energy going that you started off the day with, I promise you, it's going to be all right. And you're going to make it through this thing. And when you wake up tomorrow and I'm right here with you again, it's going to be an even better day. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to be another smooth morning. Man, how you feeling? How you doing? Comment where you're tuning in from, whether you watch from Facebook, YouTube, and or Twitch, whichever one of the platforms. I want to let you know I appreciate you for tuning in with your boy Keep It Smooth on another episode of Smooth Mornings. You know what I'm saying? You know your boy fresh off work. So we in this thing, you know what I'm saying? Got this thing rocking and rolling, pumping and going. Because we're gonna bring. So I told y'all yesterday we was gonna talk about some Kevin Samuel stuff, and I've been doing my homework. I've been doing my homework on your boy. You know what I'm saying? Now, while you're tuning in, make sure you hit that share button. I'm gonna make sure I hit the share button as well. Can't tell you to do something I'm not gonna do myself. You did. But how you doing? How you feeling? As you're coming in, comment where you're tuning in from. Make sure you hit that share button. We're going to get this conversation going because Sis was talking yesterday while we had her on the show, and she was saying that she's going to be going in on Kevin Samuels. And I was like, man, I think I can find a way to say what he was trying to say in a smoother way because he has a similar method to something I use. I use what's called the gut punch method. You know what I'm saying? Comment gut punch method. You know what I'm saying? Comment gut punch. And really all it is you don't hold back. You go for the jejunum. You remember Semi-Pro when he hit him in the. I've never threw up. You ever got punched in the jejunum? I'm strong. I can handle anything. You ever took a gut punch before? You ever took something that's literally the most sincere, straight from the heart, cut to the chase, no fat on the bone, truth. And a lot of folks can't handle that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of folks ain't prepared mentally to be able to handle the truth. You know what I'm saying? And what I was hearing while he does get a little bit disrespectful with some of his statements. Yeah. I probably wouldn't have said a lot of it was unnecessary, and I'm not a fan of being cut off. But he goes for the points. Like once you hit on a point that he knew you was gonna say, or something that's already a subject of something he said in previous videos, he gonna cut you off and begin his little tirade. You know what I'm saying? His little rant. And I'm not a fan of being cut off, you dig? So I'm not a fan of cutting off people. My approach would have simply been, I'm gonna let you talk. You say what? Don't get me wrong. I'm gonna say that a lot of the exact same stuff he said in a different way though. Like all that stuff you're saying don't mean nothing. You know what I mean? He told one chick, she was complaining, talking about how her last boyfriend was abusive. He was like, you left it because it was violent? Okay, no doubt. Did you file reports? Are there police reports on file somewhere? She's like, no. I was like, then I don't believe you. I don't believe you. You could be saying anything, and it's a lot of brothers in trouble because people said anything, you know what I'm saying? And now they locked up over false accusations. When it's real, when it's a violent situation that you're gonna leave because it's violent, you're gonna make sure that you file that report so you have some type of proof. You gotta have something to go off of. Documentation is key, you know what I'm saying, in everything, you know what I mean? We live, baby. Make sure y'all hit that share button. I can't do it without telling. I can't tell y'all to do it, actually do a request for you to share the video without me doing it myself. You know what I'm saying? And this time, I'm gonna invite some folks, we're gonna get this conversation going. This is gonna be the top 10. That's what I'm gonna go with. I ain't gonna do too much because I got y'all rocking with me, and I want y'all to feel my energy. You know what I'm saying? Make sure we get this reception popping smoothly. You dig? But we got some things on deck to talk about, and I'm gonna save the Kevin Samuels little tirade a little bit, my little rant on fam. I'm actually gonna see if I can pull up like some manuscripts of what he be saying, and I'm gonna decode it for y'all. I ain't get a chance to write nothing down, but I've been watching Kevin Samuels videos for the last hour straight. Like, but is he wrong though? Like, yeah, harsh delivery, but you hit the target. You know what I'm saying? You didn't have to throw the dart that hard, fam, but you still hit the target. You know what I mean? What I did want to start on is speaking on hitting the target. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the graduates we've just recently had. The kids just getting out of school. If you're like me, you're a parent, you're glad that they in summer break because you got fed up of getting off work to start the e-learning. You know what I'm saying? Look here. I'm going to do something special on my Patreon where I just go hamburger about e-learning. You know what I'm saying? But as I was saying, shout out to the graduates because there's one specific graduate that I got to give a shout out to, and not just him, but to the teacher, you know what I'm saying, who was in the story, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all heard about the news where the kid was about to walk the stage, you know what I'm saying? He shows up to graduation, got his gown on, got his cap, got the tassels, you know what I'm saying, ready. My man's got on gym shoes. And they looking at him like, dude, you can't walk across the stage in no gym shoes. I ain't got no other shoes. I guess the educator heard this, you know what I'm saying, one of the teachers, and he said it was one of those, you don't even ask another question, you don't even think about it. You just jump straight in and help out, you know what I'm saying? So on May 20th, an educator named John Butler down in Butte, Louisiana, you know what I mean? I'm gonna Google that and find out where it is on the map in Louisiana. But Man, he jumped right into action as soon as he heard something about the young man wasn't gonna be able to walk across the stage, excuse me, because he didn't have dress shoes. He just had his gym shoes, right? Without second thought, teacher just take the shoes off, pass them to the kids. So now the teacher in the stands with his socks on, watching the show, proud of the young man, even though the shoes was like 2 sizes bigger than the kid's shoes. So he said he had to like slew foot them joints across the stage. But the teacher said, in total disbelief, I go down to confirm, and sure enough, she tells me the same thing. So then it was a no-brainer for me, a no more question X scenario. I gave him the shoes on my feet, and he said, here's the funny thing though, the shoes is 2 sizes too big. So watching them drag them across the stage, you know what I'm saying, was it had to been a funny sight. You know what I mean? But you don't see a lot of educators like that, man. And a shout out to that teacher, Mr. Jonathan Butler, down there in Butte, Louisiana. You know what I'm saying? Boutte. Yeah, it's a French. It's French. You know what I mean? But shout out to him, man, because that just shows. While I talk jazz about teachers, you know what I mean, that shows the commitment and how far teachers will go because this is what they signed up for. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them, nobody signed up for COVID. Nobody signed up to force the kids to have to learn from home. I've done plenty of Zoom meetings with my kids' teachers, and all of them, you could see it in them that it's not the same. You know what I'm saying? They would love to be in the classroom around the kids where they can embrace them and help them be hands-on, because that's how you guarantee to somebody that you're teaching. You know what I'm saying? Is you gotta get hands-on. You gotta be side by side, sitting there rocking with them, talking to them. You know what I'm saying? But this teacher was like, man, I'm not going to allow a silly rule that is only made up because of the politics of a graduation ceremony. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's supposed to be uniform. Everybody's supposed to be this and that. But what if you don't have it? You know what I'm saying? What if you ain't got it like that? What if those gym shoes, what if it was, you know what I'm saying, a single parent home or whatever the case might have been? You never know what somebody's going through. You know what I mean? Those literally could have been his only shoes. They was definitely the only shoes he brought with him at the time, which was the reason why they was finna tell him, hey, now, fam, you got to turn around. You just saying, you will give you your diploma. You just not be able to walk across the stage. And I don't remember that being a rule when I was in school, but I don't remember nobody wearing gym shoes. Like literally everybody was so geeked up about walking across that stage. Like you couldn't wait. Like everybody was clean and fresh to death under their gowns. And the party that night that we threw was insane. It was dope. You know what I'm saying? But definitely shout out to that teacher for pulling up right on time to help the young man. And speaking of pulling on up, this next story, y'all, this next story is a trip. I'm not sure how y'all feel about these self-driving joints. I'm not, what up, brother? You know what I'm saying? You remember everybody was sharp. And that party that night at the Elks Lounge, yes. Oh man. But I'm not sure. I know a lot of it's common now for vehicles to have the self-driving feature, right? I've seen people talk about it. I've been there for conversations, seen the commercials. Don't trust the commercial when it comes down to something like that because, ain't no difference between commercial and TV. It's all the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Everything can be manipulated and CGI'd and photoshopped and whatever the case might be to make it look like they needed to look for the sake of the sale, right? But these things is getting a little bit out of hand because at first it was just the car that parked itself. Now they just clocked a self-driving truck. They got a shipment done 10 hours faster than it would have taken a human. And see, the crazy part about that is We as humans have to take breaks by law when we on the road. You know what I'm saying? My father had the CDLs. He used to drive for years. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes we go with him. You know what I'm saying? Be able to enjoy the view. Sometimes he'll take one or like take turns with which one he gonna take them with him because it was just overnight runs. You know what I mean? And you're supposed to be there to help daddy stay woke. Like he really needed us, but it was really for the sake of being with him because you know what I'm saying, when you drive all night and you come home in the morning, you sleep, you missing time with the kids. By the time you wake up, you eating and you back out the door again to go drive. So it was really a sneaky way to spend time with us, just telling us that we was doing something. So it made you want to, I gotta stay up so I can help daddy stay up. Like, dude, this man is 30 plus years older than you. You 5. How much you really think you finna help out? 7. How much you really finna help out, bruh? You know what I'm saying? But when I read this article about this self-driving truck that went from, let's see, what did it say it went from? It went from Fort Worth, from Tucson, Arizona to Fort Worth in Dallas, just on the other side of Fort Worth in Dallas. You know what I'm saying? Now they saying the self-driving cars take longer to come to market than many expected. In fact, it's looking like they can be outpaced by pilotless planes and driverless trucks. A truck isn't much different from a car, but self-driving technology is already coming in handy on long-haul trucking routes, as a recent cross-country trip showed. Now, the company used self-driving technology. Now, it was a dude in there, but the trip was covering 950 miles. So basically, the human driver drove for the first 60 miles, and then after that, they put it on autopilot, and the truck literally took over for the next 890 miles from Arizona. And when you look at this route on this map, like it's crazy how long it would take to drive from Arizona to I think they said it was Oklahoma. Let's see. A human driver for the first it was from Nogales to Tucson, but from there the truck went on autopilot, and not just for a little while, it drove itself all the way to Dallas. Okay, so Dallas, Texas, from Nogales, Arizona, which is 950 miles. They said it would have taken a human driving that same route 24 hours and 6 minutes. And the truck did it in 14 hours and 20 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Like putting your faith in a vehicle. Nobody remembers that movie, like Maximum Overdrive, was it? Where the cars just took over, started tripping, killing people. You know what I'm saying? When nobody driving them vehicles. I know I'm talking about movies, but the point I'm trying to make is you can't play around with stuff you can't control. You know what I mean? That's why I'm leery on the whole robot you did. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody got time to be man, these doggone scammers with these messages about these grants and loans and stuff, man. Y'all better stay away from that stuff. Folks just trying to get your information. But I don't trust no self-driving, nothing. I'm trying to tell you. I can't. I refuse. It ain't finna happen. And I know a lot of people seem like because it's a luxury addition that can come to option that can come on a vehicle, it's like, oh man, I ain't got to drive, man. It's a boss move. Yeah, but what happens if something shorts or there's a glitch, which every piece of machinery comes with a glitch or a slip or something, some fault in the system. And then when it was supposed to break, it took an extra second to break, didn't account for the wet terrain, and now you drift into the back of the vehicle in front of you, but you wasn't driving. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you can't trust that autopilot stuff, man. I trust cruise control because it's only controlling the speed limit. I'm still in control of the steering, and I always keep my foot hovering right there over the gas, the brake pedal for when I gotta, you know what I'm saying, when I gotta take it out of that, you know what I'm saying, when I gotta slow it down. Now the newer vehicles, you know what I'm saying, you can control the cruise control speed. I got a late 90s Cadillac, so I can just put it in cruise control. I can accelerate if I need to. I can turn it off when I got to. But I ain't worried about no autopilot, no self-driving features and technology added to a vehicle that only increases the risk factor of something going wrong. You know what I'm saying? Anybody got time for that? But a lot of folks seem to be digging it. And from what they talking about with the technology, they talking about pilotless planes. Would you get into a plane that didn't have a pilot? You know, could you imagine jumping into a plane and the pilot voice that comes over the loudspeaker is a robot? Thank you for timing in on Woo Wop Dee Bam. This flight will be 2 hours. You know what I'm saying? They mess around in the plane, come into some turbulence or whatever, and something gets shaken up in the engine. Look, I know. I'm seeming like a war reward, but I'm gonna be 100 with you. We've seen calculators give the wrong answer. We've seen space shuttles explode on takeoff. We've seen all types of examples of technology failing, even if just for a moment. Why put that many lives and that much faith in that one moment not happening? I'll bet you if you was to go interview somebody from that company and ask them to see like the reports, like on the testing, like how many flawless trips that they have to have in a row before they was able to put faith in it and put it out like, all right, no, it works now. How many accidents was it? How many vehicles got destroyed? How many people got hurt? You know what I'm saying? Like that's the stuff we don't want to talk about is what happened during the testing process. If you knew what something had to undergo to make sure it worked flawlessly and watch how many times it failed in the execution of trying to do it flawlessly, man, you like, hey fam, look, I'm glad you finally got it going and all, bro. But no, man, I was there that day that it ejected Buddy out the car. It's not even an ejector seat in the car, so I don't know how fam flew out the car, but I saw fam fly out the car. No, bro. No, I'm good, man. That thing was doing some John Wick donuts and stuff, man. It was a whole thing, man. Then it did this Decepticon transformation. It came, no, I'm cool. Mind you, they got those too. Little cars that really transform into a robot. Now, they don't do too much. You know what I'm saying? I don't think the one video I saw of it, it was like a red, I want to say like a red Cavalier looking car, red Corvette looking car. And it transformed into like, it looked like something from the cartoon. But it didn't walk, right? And I think it was remote controlled. But and I'm gonna have it for you. Matter of fact, I can pull it up. Car that transforms. Thank y'all for coming around and kicking it with your boy on another episode of Smooth Mornings with Keep It Smooth, transforming car. Yeah. And I can't play the video. Oh no, that's a BMW. Okay. Let me get the images though, because I can download the images. Bam. And then I can share that. Save image as. This would be interesting. Transformer. Comment where y'all tuning in from. You know what I'm saying? Comment if you would mess around and get a car that does this in real life, because this is a real car. This ain't nothing And this is what it looked like, fully transformed. This is the real you did. Comment where you're tuning in from. Comment if you could see yourself buying something like this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, no, where the other one go? Downloads. Okay, wait a minute. No, cancel. Y'all see this? Y'all see this transforming vehicle? You know what I'm saying? It looked like they in France, and this finna be like Bumblebee's little brother or something that came down from Cybertron to kick it. Like, bro, I'm here, bro. Let me see if I can find another. Where I'm trying to get this one. I want this. Save image as. No, I want. Maybe that's why. Okay. Yeah. Transformer 2. Bam. Save that as an image. You know what I mean? What y'all think about this though? Because I'm trying to get. There we go. Now this is what it looked like, all done up. And this is what it started off as. You know what I'm saying? Transforming a transforming vehicle into a robot. Now it don't move. And I'm pretty sure it's remote control. But I think for like some security purposes, it look cool. You know what I mean? But I can't see me. Because what if somebody hit the button with you inside it? Or what if it just starts tripping and starts short circuiting, and then this mug is, you know what I mean? You inside, now you all folded up and discombobulated, probably decapitated, all types of, man. Anybody got time for that, man. But it's a good idea. It's something cool with some nice novelty stuff. I'll put it like that. That'd be something dope to have, you know what I mean? On some like, hey, come check this out. I got my arcade room, I got my pool table, I got my pool, and then I got my transformer. You know what I'm saying? Watch this. Probably have it like set up to a Bluetooth and have music coming out. You know what I mean? Chris Brown tracks and stuff playing. You know what I mean? Kicking it. But this is, yeah, man, you be crushed inside. I don't know what they're gonna think of next, big dog. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna get it figured out, bro. That's some crazy stuff right there, man. That's my man, Liv Bird. You know what I'm saying? I see you commenting from the video. You know what I mean? If you want your comments on the screen, come all the way into the live. That way I can pull them up on the screen. You know what I'm saying? And shout you out for showing your support, coming through, commenting, and kicking it with your boy on Smooth Mornings. Now it's time to get to the meat and potatoes. You know what I'm saying? We talked yesterday, and Sis ready to go in on this dude, Kevin Samuels. Me personally, I recognize that technique. You know what I'm saying? That gut punch mentality, that philosophy, you know what I'm saying, if you will, that it's not something that a lot of people can handle. And from what I can see, the people that have been on screen so far that I've seen, I ain't seen no meltdowns yet. I ain't seen nobody in tears. So the people that is on the show is I'm sorry, y'all. Left this dang window open. Got some thick skin. You know what I'm saying? Man, got some thick skin, so they can handle what my man's is saying. But I just I think what everybody's problem is how harshly he comes across with the message. You know what I'm saying? Now he gonna keep it a buck with you, and he ain't gonna let you pull wool over his eyes. And what I like the most about him is before he starts going in, he asks a lot of questions. What I noticed from the videos I watched, like he be going in, but he gonna ask you some questions first. All right, how old are you? How much you weigh? And most folks be like, damn, you ask how much you weigh? Calm down, G. Hey, if you is looking, you remember on Mulan? Wow, there's gonna be a lot of movie and cartoon references. You remember on Mulan when like they had to go meet the matchmaker? You know what I'm saying? They had to get them all dolled up, do this, do that, do this. Like when they go to the matchmaker, what you think they was doing? They was like getting height, weight, you know what I'm saying? Measurements, dress size, bust size, all types of stuff. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to say he's trying to be a matchmaker. I'm saying he's not one to sugarcoat an answer he gives from what I can see. No pun intended to his personal life. That was wrong. I shouldn't have said it. But I was watching, like, I've been watching some videos. Now I want to see when he get the fellas on there. Because the one video I saw was a while ago. And he was going in on the dude. It was kind of heavier set guy. You know what I mean? He was like, man, how big is your meat? You short stroking, you're heavy set, you live at home, you're this, you don't make $100,000 a year. What kind of woman do you expect to want you? You know what I'm saying? Like he said he's an image consultant, so I mean, he gotta deliver them good punches. You know what I'm saying? And if you agree or disagree, comment. If you want to debate me on this thing, follow the link, come in on the show, because the way Sis was setting it up, like I've heard some parody stuff, you know what I'm saying? Affion Crockett got some funny videos. And I've seen other podcasts talk about him, you know what I mean? But this was my first time actually getting like deep dive and trying to get a better understanding on his delivery, on the wording he uses, on his approach and his tactic for how he talks to people. Because for the most part, that's all you ever hear people talk about is how he talks to people is the problem. You know what I'm saying? What he says to people, not being considerate of this or not. I'm sorry, y'all. I see the reception kind of fuzzing up a little bit, trying to make that clear back up for you. All right. It's his delivery, you know what I'm saying? That stinger stings, you know what I'm saying? And that's what, the truth hurts. I heard him. I heard him talking. The last video I was watching, he was talking to this chick, and she come in and she's like, "Yeah, I'm 5'1". He was like, "Okay, how much you weigh?" She was like, "Oh, I'm like 150. You know, what size dress you wear?" She said, "Oh, I'm an 8." He said, "Why is you lying to me? I'm looking at you." And then what he does is he pulls up their IG so he can like see pictures of them, so he can find a good full body picture and get a good idea of who he's talking to. While, you know, because when you pull up the live stream, you really only see him from the neck up. You know what I'm saying? He gonna go pull up a full body pic of you. You know what I'm saying, off the IG, and we're gonna talk about this thing. Uh, and from the videos I watched, like when he was talking to the 5'1" chick, and she was like, I've learned so much from watching you. It seemed like she was trying to bait him into having some sympathy for her because he had already started going in on her. Like, first off, yeah, she said it was like 26. She was lying about her weight already out the gates. Um, she said she was a serial dater. You know what I'm saying? Her longest relationship wasn't that long, but that was like her high school sweetheart or something. And it's just been this and that. And he just, everything she tried to say to try to defend what, defend herself, he was cutting it down. With another chick, she kept arguing so much. He was like, man, accountability is y'all kryptonite because y'all defend, y'all trying to find ways of defending stuff so much that you can't just be like, you know what? Maybe it's something I need to work on. You know what I mean? And while his techniques is definitely it's hilarious to watch to me. I ain't gonna lie to you. Once I figure out how to do one of these reaction videos, because yesterday's video with the boxing joint, it's like 8 countries that can't watch that for some reason. That's neither here nor there. Last time I checked, y'all could, and that's what matters. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna figure out how we can make sure this thing can stay global without getting flagged. I think I got to keep it under like 30 seconds. But do a reaction video where I'm talking about, where I'm pausing it while he's saying something, and then I pause it. I'm like, either I wouldn't have said that, or I would have said that differently. I would have said that like this. I've seen parody videos with him himself in the video. I think the man is hilarious personally because it's like the old saying goes, if it don't apply, let it fly. Like, yeah, he's saying a lot, but it's a lot of people that aren't as picky, or it's a lot of people that, you know what I'm saying, have a different understanding or have more understanding for situations, you know what I'm saying, to the point where certain flaws or certain things won't push them away or won't make them lose attraction for you, if you will. And he was just looking like, if you're not perfection, why is you, if you ain't perfection, then you shouldn't be looking for nothing. You're supposed to still be working on you, getting you to where you need to be so you can be ready for what you're saying you want to have, what you're claiming you're asking for. And if you're at a certain age in life, then certain things you got to accept, certain things you got to learn that, yeah, this is just the way this is going to be. You know what I'm saying? And, hey, it's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? We all, once you get to a certain age, you know what I'm saying? They used to joke like, once you start off, you got this list of standards. Our mother got to do this, they got to be this, they got to look like this, they got to smell like that, they got to walk like this, they got to talk like that, they got to do everything. Then by the time you get to the next bracket of life, what up, broski? I see you, big dog. Young Chris popping in the thing. You know what I'm saying? Once you get to the next age bracket in life, then a lot of that stuff just fell off the list. Like, man, look, I ain't worried too much about how this person smell like that, because, you know, as long as they shower, I'll go buy them the spray I want them to smell I like. You know what I'm saying? I keep the incense and stuff. So it's like, I don't need you to, okay, the smell as long as it smells fresh. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to smell like the most expensive combinations of body sprays and fruits and all of this and that. Look, just smell like deodorant and hot water. How about them now? So I'm saying, smell like you just came out the shop. Do I need you to have a 6-figure salary? Well, if I'm working, I really don't need that much. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta have that much because my plan is to get to that much. You know what I'm saying? Man, is she man? It get to the point, the jokes and got so far, like, man, is she alive? Like, now I can work with anything else after we can fix it and put this thing together like a classic car. You know what I'm saying? But people will go to him and try to be like, oh man, I think this, or why won't people that, or why can't I find this? It's like you go into somebody you see has an axe tongue. You cannot be shocked that the axe swung in your direction. You literally set yourself in the line of fire. You just literally stood on the X and then asked the axe to be dropped. Like, tell me why. Tell me, sir, why is it me? We all respect somebody that can be unapologetically honest. But it's like you don't ask a question you don't really want to hear the answer to. And I think a lot of folks is forgetting that is failing to realize that some of these questions they wasn't ready to have asked or have answered. You know what I'm saying? Because then when you get your answer, you want to argue mark down. And one chick said, yeah, since we became independent, you know what I'm saying, and we can make our own money and do this and that, why do we need a man? So why are you on the show asking how come you don't have a man? If you, man, look here. I felt like the young man, Kevin Samuels, has an interesting approach, but I don't feel like what he was saying was wrong. It's just I would have found a smoother way to say it. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna have some more comments on that. I'm gonna have another guest person on the show, and we're gonna go in a little bit on the techniques and approaches of the young man Kevin Samuels. From what I'm seeing, I'm impressed that a person can care that much that they stop caring, because really he's hitting you with tough love. You know what I'm saying? Tough love ain't easy to accept, but then when you go back and look on it later, it was like, I see the message in the okay, touche. I needed that. You know what I mean? But we're gonna go ahead and jump off into this last portion of the show. And anybody who knows me and how I get down on the show, you know that I can't go without a one's gotta go, you know? Oh man. Today's one's gotta go it's near and dear to my heart. You know, it's not often when I go searching for a one's gotta go pick that one of the pictures like takes my breath away. These days I'm scrolling longer and longer to find one I haven't used already, so we can keep the things fresh, popping and whatnot. But when I saw this one, man, I'm still trying to figure out what my answer is because I found it minutes before getting on the show. But when I tell you, say, where do I find the person you're talking about? What was I saying? Oh, Kevin Samuels. Look him up on YouTube, bro. Kevin Samuels. Bro. Buddy is he cutthroat like a four-hand game of spades, no partners, Jack. I mean, cutthroat. And Roby, I'm glad you're still here, bro, because I want your input on this one's gotta go, bro. Because today's one's gotta go is video games. You know what I'm saying? Video games. What video games, pray tell, do you think I'm speaking of? These 4 video games: Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, Tekken, or Super Smash Brothers. Now smash that like button, you know what I'm saying? Hit them comments, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you share this thing so we can build this platform up, you know what I mean? But one's gotta go. Who's staying? Okay, all right. Now I'm gonna take this down because I want y'all to see this. This hurts my soul. First fighting game I ever played was Mortal Kombat, and then Street Fighter very, very closely behind it. So those have nostalgic, like, oh, just take you back to happy place. You know what I mean? Mortal Mortal Kombat. I've literally played every installment. I ain't missed one. Not one. From the Super Nintendo to the Sega Saturn, Sega, you know what I'm saying? Uh, I think they even had it on a Dreamcast. Sega Saturn and Dreamcast both got discontinued, but they were exclusive game consoles while they were out. Uh, PlayStation. I'm actually working on getting me another PlayStation so I can get back to playing Mortal Kombat and bring that to the Twitch and get to showing y'all that side of me. The streaming of the video games is gonna mainly be on Twitch, it's gonna be on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, the first one that has to stay, and I can't even go without talking about Tekken and Super Smash Brothers, because Super Tekken was like the first time like sidestepping and all of that came into play. Like normally Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat is head to head. You can dash back, you know what I'm saying? Slide under, you know what I'm saying? Duck and whatever. But Tekken incorporated the full camera. It's like, man, you sidestepping, you ducking under hits. I hated playing certain people in Tekken because if you knew how to play, if you really know how to get down, anytime you see somebody pick King, and when they pick them, they put the control on their lap and just wait for whoever going to pick. You can pick whoever you want. Pass the controller, set it down, walk away, knock that controller off a fam lap, do something to do, just get out of there. Because once King gets his grips on you and starts to grapple, it's literally a non-stop grapple until your life bar is gone, especially if they know what they're doing. Because everyone, you can juggle folks so much smoother and sweeter on Tekken than any other game system, any other fighting game. And with King's grappling fight style, it was like one move led into the next move, 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 and then it was this move, and then it was that move, and then now it's round two. But Super Smash Brothers brought in the melee. The first time you had the melee aspect, you know what I'm saying? The first time you had the ability to, you know what I'm saying, bro? The first time you had the ability to fight more than just two people in the screen. And at first it's chaotic. It's like, dude, I don't even know where I am. Like, dude, I see myself, but then it'd be so much chaos. It's like, okay, all right, we good. Then after a while, it's like it just starts making sense. And when you get good at Smash Brothers, when you can get good at a fighting melee game, like we've had 4-player games before. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Roby, Crash Team Racing, GoldenEye. I believe NFL Blitz used to let you play 4 players. It took like 2 on each team. It's been a lot of 4 players, but it was never a fighting game 4-player where you could oh man when somebody picked the same person you picked, or when they pick the same person over and over again and they just got like that one move that they keep hitting you with, you know what I'm saying, over and over and over again. And it's like, fam, like Liu Kang with the fireball, like they get from a distance, it's just it's like, dude, I ain't got time for that. You know what I'm saying? Then you have, but when you find ways of getting around that and just break up a hole, you dig. It feels so sweet. It feels so sweet. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, bro. NFL Street was my joint, man. You know what I'm saying? Being able to do the trick moves and bragging on their way into the touchdown, like not just like high stepping like they used to see in the regular NFL or in the NFL Madden games. Like these mugs was like with the football through the legs, they hot showboating and stuff, running off the walls, catching the ball in the air under the leg. Come on, man. NFL Streets was the game, and NBA Streets. You know what I'm saying? I probably like two the most out of all of them. Because three was cool and one was all right, but uh, NBA Streets 2, where you can start the game breaker and then throw it up, and then somebody else catch it and they do their game breaker, and then you throw it up again, and then they do their game breaker. They come down and they break the daggone rim. It's just the beauty. You know what I'm saying? But Smash Brothers was the first melee fighting game where it was more than two characters on the screen. And it wasn't everybody had their own individual screen. It's four characters on one screen. And when y'all get too far apart, the screen just zooms out. And when y'all get close enough together, the screen zooms in to where everybody can see each other perfectly. You know what I'm saying? That's usually when it gets the most dangerous. But this is one's got to go, and we got to talk about which ones got to go. So the first one to stay, first one to stay without the shot of a doubt. Because when I think about getting the game system, it's the first one that comes to mind. Mortal Kombat. It's not even a question. It's not even a question. Mortal Kombat can't go nowhere. I'm sorry. Mortal Kombat has to stay simply because for me, it brings the most nostalgia. I have the most memories playing it. I remember when we used to get the game book with the fatalities. And then eventually it led to us pulling up the website while we was playing. And then when whoever's about to die, you just pause it like, fam, you know it's about to happen. Hey, just pause it real quick. Then you pause it right up to the screen, like, all right, down, left, down, left, down, X, circle, X, down, left, down, X, square, X. Okay, man, okay. And then you run back over there to the thing. Then you run back over there, all right, bet. And then you pull it off, dum, dum, dum. Oh, man. There's no greater feeling after getting a victory than pulling off that fatality flawlessly. You know what I'm saying? And it's just, especially nowadays with the new setup they got for the fatalities, because clearly things have had to evolve over the years. You know, and from what I understand, things have evolved so much so that the creators of the game actually had to get counseling after the game, creating the game, because of how graphic and gory it was. Looking forward to getting back to it. Oh man, but game number two that has to stay. Game number two that has to stay because it was innovative, it was a pioneer in its ways, would have to be Smash Brothers Melee. Would have to be Smash Brothers. Super Smash, it's been so many offshoots of Melee games like that since Smash Brothers came out. Even PlayStation has their own version now, you know what I'm saying? Because Smash Brothers is a Nintendo game, you know what I'm saying? So you get it on the Wii, you get it on the GameCube. I don't know. I remember it was on another system, but it's probably on the Switch. Uh, Anything Nintendo based, you can get your hands on some Super Smash Brothers. We used to get down on the GameCube, and the 64 is also got Super Smash Brothers. I knew it was another system I wasn't thinking of. But yeah, because that game, I promise you, having a good fighter game is good because you know what I'm saying, two people sit down, one person get up, and if you got a lot of guys over kicking, shooting the bobos, having some fun, you can rotate everybody in. You know what I'm saying? You got to sit around. If you playing Madden, you got to sit around for about 20 minutes before somebody else can get on the stick. You know what I'm saying? And if it's a good game going to overtime, or people know how to keep stopping the clock and dragging it out, like it can get disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? Ain't trying to sit around like that. Fighting games made it to where everybody felt involved. Because if you wasn't playing, you was watching, trying to learn moves, asking questions. Hey, how you do that? What button did you? I didn't even know they could do that. I bet. I bet. And then the next thing you know, you back on. After one day of nonstop playing a fighting game, the next time you come back, you actually some competition now. You know what I'm saying? You ain't just a pushover no more. You know what I mean? So yeah, the second one that's got to stay will be Super Smash Brothers, and that leaves us with Street Fighter or Tekken. Street Fighter. First off, let me say this: both of these games had good movies to them. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what nobody say. I thought the first Street Fighter was a dope movie. Jean-Claude Van Damme played Guile. Miguel Nunez played DJ. Like it was some characters in the movie. You know what I'm saying? Definitely interesting. They incorporated so many different fighters from the game. I thought it was a dope movie. I didn't think it was bad for the time. You know what I'm saying? Bro, has to go. I feel you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Street Fighter was a classic, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's there's so many more characters now from what we remember, bro. I remember back when it was like Vega, Guile, Sagat, Ken, Ryu, Bison, what was dude named? The doctor. Stretch Doctor. This will come to me. Blanca, DJ, Zangief, E Honda, Balrog. That doctor name was tripping me out. It's gonna come to me later. But then you got Tekken. Who wrong was my guy. That man will get on one leg and just wear you out with the other foot still in the air, like. Now he wasn't no Eddie Gordo or nothing like that. But if you had to use Eddie Gordo, you trash. If you was good with Eddie Gordo, then you was able to play with anybody else. You know what I'm saying? Eddie Gordo and that capoeira, man, that crap used to get annoying trying to figure out how to get through that. Because you can only block so much and from certain angles and directions. And every time you try to open up to get a hit in, the legs are chopping and coming back to kick you real quick. It's like, dude, all right, you know what? Take this controller before I throw it. Somebody get this dude off the sticks so I can see somebody else win other than Eddie Gordo or Christie, depending on which Tekken he was playing. So with all that being said, the one that's gotta stay for me. Eliminating the other one, unfortunately. I gotta let go of Street Fighter. I'm sorry. I'm with my brother Roby. Street Fighter has to go. All three of the ones that I said gotta stay were pivotal, game changing, and I'm quite certain that Mortal Kombat got more installments than Street Fighter. But Mortal Kombat with the fatalities, you know what I'm saying, the X-ray vision, Smash Brothers for the melee aspect, and Tekken for the ability to sidestep and then get like a 3D view of this board and not just this side to side. Yeah, we can interact with stuff on the screen, but it's just this. You know what I'm saying? Mortal Kombat was just this, but it also was the graphics were better. Street Fighter had more of like a flatter 2D feel, while Mortal Kombat had a 3D type of vibe going. You know what I'm saying? And Tekken had the full 3D, while Tekken and Smash Brothers had the full 3D effect. Mortal Kombat gave you that feel because of the graphics, but Street Fighter just it really, if certain installments really makes you feel like it was just drawn together. No pun intended. You know what I'm saying? But man, it's 7 o'clock in the morning, and the rays from the sun is about to wake some kids of mine. So before they get up, let me go ahead and get up out of here so I can try to relax and wind down, and then start dealing with this daddy duty. You know what I mean? Well, man, I appreciate everybody. Make sure you smash that like button. Make sure you smash that share button. Make sure you subscribe wherever you are following from if you haven't. You know what I'm saying? If you want to follow more, keep up with more, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's the TikToks, whether it's the Patreon, you know what I'm saying? You want to get in on some of that exclusive behind the scenes content, or man, the SoundCloud, anything. Follow the link. You know what I'm saying? The link will take you to everything that is smooth. You know what I'm saying? And from there, the world is your oyster. You know what I'm saying? Get ready for some amazing updates and news coming in tomorrow's episode, man. This has been your boy, Keep It Smooth, tuning in, telling y'all that I'm glad that I was able to share y'all smooth morning with you. Hopefully you're able to continue having a smooth day. And remember, the fact that you woke up this morning means your day already started off with a smooth morning. So it's really just up to you to keep it smooth. You know what I'm saying? So y'all keep it smooth. And I'm going to talk to y'all tomorrow.